In this video, I'm going to be going over 5 key tips that I use and still use today in my photography and videography business in order to get more clients. What is going on, guys? My name is Gordon Lee. I'm the owner of Lee Visuals. I'm a content creator based in Phoenix, Arizona. So I wanted to share with you guys my knowledge on how I grew my photography and videography business in under 1 year and how I'm landing so many clients each month, each week, and each day. But before we get started, I want you guys to hit that subscribe button because I'm going to be dropping 1 video a week on business tips and tools to grow your business. I'll also be going over camera reviews and tutorials on new camera equipment that I'll be buying and testing. So going straight into my 5 tips, tip number 1 would be to work on your personal branding. So what this means is you shouldn't be focusing 100% of your time on branding your business, but also your personal brand. In my last company, I was focusing 100% on branding that company and didn't spend any time branding myself, that it did end up hurting me down the road. When I made that change this time around with Lee Visuals, my videography company, I saw a huge difference when I focused on my personal branding. And specifically for personal branding, what I mean is the way you carry yourself on social media. So for my personal accounts such as Facebook and Instagram, I want to keep it as professional and aesthetic as possible. So let's talk about Instagram, since that's a huge and popular platform for content creators. If you go on my Instagram page at Gordon Lee, you'll notice I don't have anything out of the norm that wouldn't fit the theme of the page. I have a key style that I like to stick to. You can tell what I am about when you go on my page, who I am, what I do, and the color schemes and tones of my page coordinates. So if you have an Instagram page, which I'm guessing most of you guys do, that's going to be your first impression for most of your clients who land on that page. So most of my clients actually do come from social media, specifically Instagram. And when they go on my page, I want them to have a great impression of me because that's going to be my first impression without being able to contact them or talk to them in person. That page is definitely going to define who I am and if I'm going to be the right person for them to work with. So let's say you're a wedding photographer and you have a personal account. When someone goes on your personal Instagram page, are they going to want to work with you? Are you posting pictures of you partying, or are you posting more wedding photography photos, behind the scenes photos, family photos, and whatnot to help brand yourself? That's a huge thing you guys should think about in order to get more clients. Because if you have a weak personal branding, this could definitely hurt you down the road or be hurting you right now, and that could be a huge reason why you're not getting more clients. Tip number 2 in order to get more clients would be to network. So make sure everybody you know and everybody they know exactly what you do and that you're the go-to photography or videography guy in the area. So let's say you're a fitness videographer. Everybody in the area should know you're the go-to guy to go to when they need a fitness video. So how do you go about doing so? First, you should be producing amazing content. So whether you have a $5,000 camera or $500 camera, you could definitely still produce amazing content. You don't have to have the best camera equipment in order to do so. You just have to have a creative mind and try to stand out from the norm. It's hard to get caught up in that and try to copy someone else's style, but in order for you to stand out, you definitely have to create your own style. And once you tell someone about what you do, they're going to be raving about you to everybody else they know when they see your work online. All right, so let's say you made an amazing video for one of your fitness video clients. Now they're going to go back to their gym and tell everybody in that gym that you're the go-to guy to make this video. Now that you've made a statement in that specific industry, which would be fitness, now you would be the dominating videographer and the go-to guy. Branching off of networking, another way to network is to put yourself out there and maybe join something like a network group. You can find many local network groups in the area. Now you're in an environment where you're working with like-minded individuals who have a passion for what they do. Let's say I'm a videographer and I joined a network group. Now I have 50 plus contacts in order to send referrals to. So your first step when joining a network group is to pretty much give as much value as you can. You don't want to be looking for anything in return when you're first starting out. So by going to these networking groups and giving out as much value as you can, whether that's giving out referrals and trying to help other people grow their business, or by getting to know them on a deeper level and asking deeper questions like, what's your why and why did you start your business? Once you've got past that superficial relationship and get to know them on a deeper level, now they're going to want to send you referrals and help you out as well. Tip number 3 would be to treat every single client you have as if they're worth 5 clients. What do I mean by this? So let's say you're a portrait photographer and one of your clients pays you $50 and another client pays you $500. Although those are 2 huge different budget clients, you're going to want to produce amazing content for each client, and I'm going to tell you why. So let's say this $50 client can only afford your basic package and let's say 5 edited photos. You're not going to want to slack in post-production when you're editing. In the back of your mind, you might be thinking he only paid me $50 worth, so I'm only going to give him $50 worth of my time back. That's definitely not an approach you should be taking if you want to get more clients down the road. So for me, even though if I encounter low budget clients, I'm going to produce amazing content because I know if I produce that amazing content, then they're going to be spreading the word as well. Even though they might not have the budget themselves, they have a network of friends and family members who might have that budget. And that's definitely something I truly believe in because I've encountered that experience multiple times even. Most of my low budget clients usually give me 3+ clients of referrals just because I produce amazing content for them and they know I produce good work. And now that makes it much easier for them to spread the word about me and trust that I'll produce amazing content for their friends or family as well. Tip number 4 would be to work for free. Although this might sound crazy, there's definitely a science behind it and it could definitely benefit you if you do it correctly. So you've probably given up free work when you were first starting out in your business as a content creator, either as a videographer or photographer, and you just wanted to build your portfolio and get your name out there. Now you're in a situation where you put a small price tag on it. But by branding yourself as a cheap photographer or videographer, that could definitely hurt you as well. So when you work for free, you want to be very strategic. But it's okay to be giving out free content if you want to still build your portfolio, but if you're in a position where you want to start making money, then you should definitely think about that type of person you want to be targeting. So let's say you want to be a corporate headshot photographer. So you want to be giving out a free corporate headshot to maybe the local dentist down the road or a lawyer down the road. Now this dentist or lawyer will think you're professional and generous and definitely will want to work with you down the road if you produce good content for him. Now let's say the dentist or lawyer got that corporate headshot back and is super amazed. Now he's most likely going to hire you back on to do his whole floor of employees. Now let's say this free corporate headshot, which was a couple hours of your time, turned into a couple $100 or $1,000 gig. By giving out free value to the right person, that's how you will get paid clients who will treat you as a professional and value your work. It's tough when you're working with friends and family and they know you're a photographer or a videographer because they could most likely be taking advantage of you. You don't have that professional relationship where they value your work and are willing to pay your price. Tip number 5 would be to increase your prices. So let's say you're a videographer who's been in the game for a couple months or even years now. You're probably not charging a high enough price tag on your service. You don't really have a sense of value in yourself and an idea of what you're actually worth. So going back to being a fitness videographer, and you've been in the game for a year now. You're trying to get more clients, but you're only charging $200 for a video shoot. So it's probably time you increase that price. And by increasing it, you should probably double it. So now you're charging $400 a shoot, you're producing amazing content, and you're the go-to guy in the area. If all these checkboxes are marked off, you're most likely going to be getting more clients. So by increasing your prices and by doubling it, you're suddenly going from being a cheap videographer to a more of a luxurious videographer. It's definitely proven that people believe if they pay more, they will get more. And I'm the same way. When I go to a store and I buy a $5 shirt versus a $90 shirt. By buying that $90 shirt, I think I'm going to be getting more of a luxurious item and that it will be worth more to me, even though the production value of that shirt might have cost the same. Same goes with videography or photography. If you're not charging enough, that could be a huge reason why you're not getting higher budget clients or your dream clients. Also for me personally, I know I don't want to work 7 days a week. I want to have a couple days a week in order to have free time to myself and to educate myself, free time to hang out with my family, and free time to do whatever else I need to do and get done. So now I'm in a situation where I'm able to knock out those low budget clients because I know down the road I'll have a higher budget client to fill in that time slot. Several months into my business and I'm in a place where I don't want to be working for cheap anymore. So those are all key factors that I keep in mind every single time I price my work, and that's the game plan when I want to grow my business. So to sum that up, I want less lower budget clients, I want more higher budget clients, I want to work less, and in the end, I'll be making more money. But overall, you have to have a huge passion for what you're still doing and produce amazing content in order to grow a successful business and in the end, make more money. But if you don't have a passion and you're not producing amazing content, then money won't follow. So thank you guys for watching my 5 key tips on how to get more clients. Feel free to hit that like button because that's going to help me reach more people like you guys out there, content creators who want to grow their business. Also, feel free to comment below with more topics you guys want me to talk about. There's plenty of topics for me to talk about, but I want to know what you guys want to hear. So don't forget, hit that subscribe button because you guys will be notified when I drop my weekly videos. Stay tuned for the next video because you guys aren't going to want to miss out.